What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as Ridemyavatar, and today we have my experience with the Magic Carta's Ultimate Cup. So I got 74th place. So first off, let's talk about it. I got 74th place. A deck profile will be a part of this video, but I kind of want to talk a little bit of my experience, some of the issues that we saw. I mean, you guys were hearing the absolute storm that happened, right? Well, first off, there was delays in registration, making sure that enough players were part of the event. The problems I have with this issue is they didn't decide after 2 weeks. After validating all money and funds, they just let it pile up, and they didn't check to verify that there was 100 players, the extra 500 players in the tournament. I mean, there was a lot of issues with that. I feel like this was a massive oversight that you waited to the last physical second to actually, post to let people know. This could have been remedied weeks and weeks ago. I mean, but hey, it just happens this way. I want to give tournament organizers a benefit of the doubt, but a few things really do irk me. Is that you waited that long? You had issues with deck submissions the night before, where the portal closed after how many players there was. You were an hour late, going like noon is the start time. I mean, there's just so much. And then, I mean, I like what they're trying to do is that there was a technical glitch with the WePay platform that CM uses for processing organized play events. Due to the recent update, this caused an issue to which tickets are oversold. This form is meant to be used for those who are unable to participate in the Ultimate Cup due to the unfortunate circumstances. Please note that to make up for this issue, that we are giving priority registrations to those affected by the glitch for the May 29th Digimon Regional Championship. So they'll have a regional championship. They're pretty much guaranteeing anybody that got affected instantly a chance to enter this event and hopefully win their prizing. So just keep that in mind. First off, I want to thank everyone for participating in Carta Magica's online Ultimate Cup. Prizes are given based on the final standing, and here's the final result. Hello everyone. On the behalf of the Magic Carta team, we would like to thank everyone who participated in today's event. The standings are now final. We would like to thank our judges George F., Eric E., Benjamin, Enric, and Nan for all your rulings and maintenance of the game states today. My biggest issue with this is that you only had 5 judges in the whole event to handle 512 players. You don't have that many judges. I'm sorry. You need more judges. Judges need to keep coming in. I'm very upset about that. That should never happen. The Eggman commentated the whole event. He commentated both events, so you'll see all the deck lists on his profiles first. David Lago, congratulations. He's our first ever double back-to-back Ultimate Cup champion, which is amazing. He's got a full playset, and of course, it was Blue Hybrid. I mean, best deck in the format. Please note that to make up these issues, we're giving priority to those who are affected by the glitch. May 19th Digital Regional Championships. We'll be sending emails to those affected by this issue with details on how they will be able to sign up in advance in the coming days. So, I mean, I wish this wasn't the case. I mean, there are other issues that happen. First off, let's go about it. This was really an interesting thing they were doing to them. They were making every time they made a post about each round, they made clown faces because they wanted to make this a joke. I think we could have handled this a little bit more mature. Yes, I get it. People were very upset. There's just, hey, there's just so much that makes it questionable. I want to say that there are just times where you just have to say enough's enough. There are times when there are just like WTF moments. Like, I'm not even joking. I wanted to give them more benefit of the doubt, which is what you're trying to do. Let me find one more post that was supposed to be left here. Here it is. The one thing I didn't like they handled was because they entered everything manually, where you submit your results, you say, I won, da, 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 da. If there's any issues along that lines, they don't fix it. They didn't fix it, which is huge. I think that's one of the big things, was that this player here had a major issue where he was down paired when he didn't have that loss. They forced the X2 when he didn't have that loss. So he was playing an X2 and then he lost that, which damages his tiebreakers, hurts him a little bit, And then they, instead of fixing it and doing a repair, which they should, because that's usually what you do in a tournament, it's here's the standings, double check. If there's an issue, let us know. We'll fix it, and then round will start XYZ. That is how you handle this. You don't handle it like you did. You can't say, oh, we handle this like according to tournaments regulations. No, if there's an issue, there's always a reason why you double check your standings. They go double check your standings, then we will play out the tournament to continue. That is very much an issue when you put that on the table, is that you cannot say, oh yeah, we just ended up doing this, XYZ. You can't do that. There are tournament regulations for a reason. So let's be a little more happy-go-lucky, right? So let's dive into just the deck profile itself, right? Right. So first off, let's go over the Digitamas. I played one Upamon. This is the Upamon that, of course I'm playing blue, best deck, but, this card is the one where you swing, it'll draw you a card if they have no resources. Then we played 4 Kirumon. Kirumon really does come in clutch a little bit more than Upa, just because we strip sources just a little bit more. So I feel like that's how you want to play that, is for 1 split. Just does a little bit better in my opinion. Next, let's talk about the rookie lineup, shall we? This is kind of like a stock rookie lineup. We already know most blue decks just played it. We played 4 Sakuyamon. 4 Sakuyamon just made it so we prevented any deck from doing free reduced costs, especially in the hybrid matchups. You kind of wanted that. We have 4 Madoke Betas. Madoke Beta just shuts off Hammer Sparks or any Pokemon shenanigans. That's kind of just really beneficial. Then we have Starabimon here. Starabimon is here for netting +1. Well, netting +2 in most cases. But I had one match, the one of the blue hybrid. Didn't see a single target. Every time I hard played this bloody thing, didn't hit anything. I am very upset about that. But that's just how that rolls sometimes. Then we have Madoke Beta. Pokemon, I mean. Not Madoke Beta. Pokemon. This card, he lets you net you a Tamer, and he's trying to net you a Hybrid or 10 Warrior. Sadly, he can't grab Suzanomon, so he's not that good. at certain times, but that's just how he's played. Let's move on to our champion lineup. So first off, we have Kumamon. Kumamon lets us strip a source and the ability to Digivolve for 2 on top of a Tamer. And he Digivolves for 2 in just general. Now we have Korikakumon. Korikaku just lets us, fantastically go off and stun something. Because as long as we're on we Digivolved on top of a Tommy or a hybrid, we instantly stun something. So if we Digivolve on top of our Kuma for 1, we stun something. We just do a lot of plays that way. Then we have Kendo Garuru, because Kendo is just there for return your opponent's level 3 Digimon to its owner's hand, trash all Digi-Evolutions, and it can Digivolve on top of a Tamer. And it's a 3 cost. We don't mind that, because sometimes that can help us choke, especially if they give us 2, then we can go to give them 1. Just how that plays out. Then we have Beowulfmon, our recursion. He Digivolves for 1 on top of a hybrid Tamer stack, so that helps. And then we also have him so he can return our pieces back to our hand when he swings, just to bounce something of theirs. It works, it does some neat tricks, and it's very powerful at the end of the day. I think, all in all, really good. We have Azulanmon. Sadly, I didn't really use him this tournament. Like, there was just never a time where Azulanmon would be that beneficial, and Yellow Hybrid, I couldn't. The only time when I really needed him, my Digimon was already deleted before I could do anything, and he kept Azulanmon really just low, and I couldn't just really apply too much pressure with it. So I think that was like the biggest thing, was I didn't see him. I played a Suzanomon because I was hoping to use this against Yellow Hybrid. If I faced it, it would just give me a little more boost towards that matchup, but it ended up being what it was. Next, we have Tommy for the Tamers. Tommy is in here for, stripping sources, best Tamer of this format. Just being able to remove the sources, make your opponent's Digimon completely worthless is really important. And also it stuns when you swing if they have no sources, so it's the reason why the deck is so ridiculous. Just you prevent you from playing your deck. Sword Joe to gain a bunch of memory, just because that's how we roll. As long as they have Digimon with no sources, they have to Digivolve up and be stripped more. Just keep damaging them. Just how that goes. Davis is in here for that. If you have 2 memory or less, set it to 3. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 blue or green Digimon card Mugman to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. We also have a Matt Ishida for 2 cost. Play. Gain. If your opponent has a Digimon with no Digi-Evolution cards, gain 1 memory. We also have Ice Wall, because Ice Wall is Ice Wall. At the right time, goes off. You can definitely win games with it. Now, we also have Hammer Spark. Hammer Spark gains us 1 memory. The only time it really sucks is if they have a memory blocker out. That's about it. We also play 3 Howling Memory Boost. So it allows us to gain memory, and especially it applies pressure. Then we also have Supreme Cannon and 1 Forbidden Trident. I think, all in all, if I just continue facing Blue Hybrid the rest of the format, I would have been fine. But I ended up hitting Yellow. I hit the last couple Hybrid matchups is what killed me a bit. But these 2 were just to deal with this lineup, especially in the mirror match. Especially if you saw a Supreme Cannon and a Forbidden Trident, you could definitely remove threats off boards and just set yourself up to be a little bit better. I mean, this plus this could mean 3 Digimon out of play. This plus this means possibly 3 Digimon out of play. It just, all in all, I really liked having this 2 options inside the sideboard, main board. I mean, it helped. They helped when they showed up. They weren't bad per se, so I might keep them in. But this lineup might be reworked. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!